Well, how you doing? It's Mr. DJ once again, back to the countdown of WSGN's playlist where I got 8 more songs to go. At number 8, R&B star. Kind of like, a little bit like, well, Sam Cooke, a little bit like Little Richard. His name, D. Clark. That's My Girl from 1964 on WSGN's playlist at number 8. D. Clark's real name was Delectus Clark, born in Arkansas, but he grew up in Chicago. First recorded with a group called the Hambone Kids. This was back in 1952. And then a year later, he joined a group called the Golden Tones. The Golden Tones evolved into the Cool Gents, a DJ in Chicago. I don't know if I already mentioned this, that D. Clark, born in Arkansas, but he moved to Chicago, grew up in Chicago. But anyway, a DJ in Chicago signed the Cool Gents to the VJ record label, and the Cool Gents became the Delegates. By about 1957, though, D. Clark pursued a solo career, and his stylings were kind of a cross between Little Richard and Clyde McPhatter. Clyde McPhatter, who was also pursuing a solo career in 1956-57, the original lead singer of the Drifters. Now, here's the thing, and I just found this out from Wikipedia. This kind of blew me away. I didn't know this. D. Clark. Well, here's the deal. When Little Richard, he was on tour, he stopped touring, and D. Clark filled in for Little Richard on the rest of the tour. And reason being that Little Richard left rock and roll, at least temporarily, to pursue his Bible studies. D. Clark, as a solo artist, man, he struck gold with R&B. 4 singles, top 10 on R&B, among them Nobody But You and Hey Little Girl. Hey Little Girl was a pretty sizable hit on the pop charts too. In 1959, Hey Little Girl sounding a little bit like Bo Diddley. And then Raindrops. Raindrops, that swooping falsetto of his and the sound effects. And I love songs with sound effects in them. That went to number 2 on the pop charts. That was his biggest hit, and that's it. After that, he came out with a couple other records. I'm Going Back to School. It went to 52 on Billboard's Hot 100. It was top 20 on R&B. He switched record labels. He went from VJ to Constellation, and in 1963 he released a song called Crossfire Town, but only got as high as 92. And then he had a local hit in Chicago called Come Closer, and then this song I'm going to play for you right now didn't even chart. Nice record, though. I tell you what, I keep throwing out these names at you about who D. Clark kind of reminds me of. This song that I'm going to play for you by D. Clark, That's My Girl, sounds a bit like another R&B solo artist who was popular at the time, Major Lance. D. Clark at number 8 on WSGN's playlist with That's My Girl.